Today we got another video on the Squarebody restoration. We're going to start out with rust repair on the right front fender. We're not going to be doing anything with the left front fender because we decided it was completely junk, unfortunately. Then we're going to move into removing and replacing the rocker panels on the cab. But make sure you stay tuned to the very end of the video. I got an update for you on the transmission and the adapter that we're using from Cummins to Chevy. It's all the way at the end after the closing. So if you're wondering about the transmission, make sure you stay tuned till the end of the video. And let's get right into it. Thanks for watching. I'm going to move on to trying to fix this section of rust. This is the passenger side or right front fender. I'm going to cut this out. I'm going to find out where the nasty rust ends and then take it out to another cab that I have and see about cutting a matching piece out of it to stick in there and weld it up. And I think the rest of this, that's solid. It's rusty, but it's solid. There's no chance that's going to rot out. I mean, there's a chance to rot out, but not if you clean it up. There's the piece I cut out. This came out of a door panel on the original cab that was on this chassis. So that's, let's see. It's the same size. I gotta work a little bend right here. Goes like that. She's a little shy on this corner. I ain't afraid to fill in holes with weld. So it fits good right there. Fits good on the top. I'm gonna have to modify it down here somewhere. Alright, I guess I gotta try bending that. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. This is all new. It's the first time I'm ever trying to do something like this. Been watching guys do this on YouTube for a couple years, and it's intriguing to me. Eventually, I convinced myself that I can do it, so here we go. Here goes nothing. So I don't usually weld metal that's this thin, so I should have done a practice piece on some scrap, but I'm trying to get the welder dialed in. That corner must have been a little thin because it was burning through, but I think I got her now. Yo. Right now, I'm gonna take the cutoff wheel. Where that little tab is sticking up, you probably can't see that, but that's where the line going this way ends. And right about there is 0. So I'm gonna put a mark there. Not that I'll be able to see it, but it might help. Right there. The marker's kind of foobarred.
right. I guess that's a start. It's a little high there. I'm gonna have to cut that back, cut that one weld off there. I got some work to do here still on the curvature right there. And probably have to get after that with a ball peen hammer to get that lined out. Still probably got some to do, but I'm pretty excited about doing this because other than the welds, I'm pretty happy with what I got done here. So I'm gonna grind some of this down and see what it looks like, and probably make some touch-ups. I'll have to make a little sliver right there to fill in. That'll be fun. I think I need something with a lot less heat that I can actually spend a little more time on. I mean, it's gluing the stuff together, but it's a fight. Took the flap disc back here, got that surface rust off of there. It's a little pitted in here, but I'm sure the whole thing is. You know, it's an old rusty truck. I'm just trying to make it better. I went ahead and finished off this fender I was working on. I got that all cleaned up. That's the inside. I got it all cleaned up and threw some paint on it. That's just so you know it's the same fender. I am buying. Here's a better look at what we got. There's plenty here to put the new panel on. The floor was completely soaked over here, but there's still no holes or no sign of thin metal that could lead to a hole. So I'm gonna let this dry up overnight probably, and come in here with the wire wheel on the grinder and scuff all that loose paint and rust off of there and treat it real good. All right, that's gonna be the first bit to go off the panel. Hope you can see. Oh, that's gonna be close. I don't gotta take much off of there. Where's that hinge? What are you looking at? And then I can work on cutting that rotten part out, I guess, after I'm sure this is gonna line up. I'm gonna put a line here. In the end, this is gonna work because we don't have any other options. See that? That's a seam from the outer, and that's the inner. I don't think you want to cut past or through that or cut that off because you won't have nothing to weld the new panel to. So we're going to try to, I don't know what we're going to try to do, but we're going to try to get it off of there. Oh, I see what's happening. So that lip does come out of there. See, there is a lip that corresponds with this, but this lip comes out, and then the floor pan, you'll weld that to the floor pan, which after I chipped that stupid seam sealer off of there, it's really clean. I did find some spot welds on the flat part like this. That worked out pretty good. Didn't take long to figure out what's going on. Right in this flat piece right here, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-ish spot welds right here. You can drill them out with a good drill bit. I mean, I drilled them out with a crap drill bit. Okay, so that'll be all need touched up with the flat disc. I'm gonna move on down to this area. This is where, like, right there, I'm guessing every 2 inches or something there's a spot weld, which that kind of sucks. I'm gonna work on these spot welds because that's gonna take some effort. Okay, we made quite a bit of progress. I couldn't see where the spot welds were through the paint, so I kind of flap disced them, and I still couldn't see anything. But where that little piece was rotted out right there, I folded it up and kind of clipped it with some side cutters. And if they were giving me a real hard time, I hit them with the cutting wheel a little bit, and I just kept folding that up. And I'm down to the last handful of spot welds across the top. So that's what you got once your old outer rocker panel is removed. I cut this out of here. I had to slice the rocker down, and then the rocker will, the new cab corner will graft into that piece. But I'm sure there's some going-ons back here that ain't going on right now. So, one more stupid weld right there. There she is. Yep. Then there's all that seam sealer. Gonna get that shit out of there. You probably don't want to be smelling that when it gets hot from welding. I love to talk. I love to talk. I don't care if anybody's listening or not. So I was kind of worried about these spot welds. My drill bits, I bought a new set of drill bits from Harbor Freight. They must be made out of plastic or something. So
been going about this different. I was talking about that. So I'm gonna cut this shit right off of here. I'm gonna put the grinding wheel on, and I'm just gonna grind this bottom lip. You'll see it when I get that cut out of there. I'm just gonna grind it and see where all the stupid spot welds are. So, got a brand new disc on there from Harbor Freight. We'll see. I always wear these jersey gloves because they're thin, but they also catch on fire when you're grinding. So I gotta put my big gloves on. Put my big boy gloves on. Kitty, kitty. Doo, 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 doo. Oh, Momo, Momo. Huh? Hi. How's your leg doing? There. I was able to see them last 4 welds, so I just hit them all at once. That went really fast. What the fuck? Okay, I got quite the circus going on here. I moved the truck from over there to over here, you know, because my welder kind of stuck where it's at. I don't have an extension cord. So I moved the truck over here, got this all cleaned up. I did a bunch of fine tuning on where they're gonna meet together. I think I'm pretty happy with what I got. Everything's fitting pretty tight. Here we go. Here we don't go. Apparently need it better. This is gonna be a good time. So that seems like it's working nice. Probably don't need those, can't see through them. There's a little bit of a gap right here, and the fitment is not 100%. Like right here, there's a little curve. So straight across here, curves out and then curves in to where the weather seal goes. This doesn't have it right here, so it's kind of straight across. Who knows? Maybe I can manipulate that with a hammer later on. Just trying to get this thing stuck on there lightly so I can try the door. See if, you know, make sure it's not twisted this way or something. There's a little, see that? This corner ain't lining up, like it's too close this way, but I can't push it any farther that way because I'll have this same problem on the other end. Now this is closer, so what I'm trying to do is get this to match up, and then maybe I can push that over there. I don't know, maybe I need more heat. That actually worked pretty good. Did you see that? That works pretty good. I got that lined right out through here. That's all flush now. There was a pretty big deviation there. Well, that's the way to do it. That 023 wire is working really good. Gonna get you right in there. This corner does not quite match up. This whole piece needs to, like this part right here
is tweaked out like that. So I need to bend it back this way. And if I can make that happen, it will line up. I'm gonna put a little weld right here. So I'm gonna hit it with the hammer. Yeah, buddy. That's working. It's working. Okay. It's pushing this closer and it's pushing this part over where it needs to be. Probably breaking it off of that side or pulling it somehow. Gonna have to cut a little bit here. It is what it is. All right, that side ain't going anywhere. You gotta go back over there. One of the welds broke over here. See, when I got this side right where I wanted it. Uh-oh, is something on fire in there? It broke that weld. This one is still there. Not for long, that one broke. Ugh. Yep. I gotta dig the door out of there. It's it's gonna be that one. And I'm gonna try to test fit it. That's the whole point of this. If it gets on there and the gaps are good, I'll weld that son of a bitch in the rest of the way. Stupid. Fucking inner fender well's holding again. Get out. Fight me. Fucking prick. Ugh. Heavy. I gotta get help. I got my wife to help me put this on and I forgot to turn you guys back on, so this is what you got. You just gotta tighten up a couple bolts. Hey, moment of truth. Probably won't close it all. Huh. Oh, the door is bent right here. The door is bent out right here. Ow! Yep, that's what it is. The door has a crease right here. Get you in there, see if you can see that. All right, the door is gonna need some adjustment. It actually could be the door adjustment a little bit. The door rocks every which way, but here. And right there, it looks like the rocker is in a little farther where it meets the door. I can't tell. But right there is a crease and the door is pulled out at the bottom. There it is, all cleaned up. No light under there, but got it welded. This side, remember, it didn't really line up too great there. There was a couple extra curves, or it was short a curve or something, but it was gapped pretty good, and kind of burned it or ground it pretty thin when I was cleaning it up. So I had to put a big blob right here. So it's kind of raised, but it's not. But it's definitely as good as it's gonna get. And I think for the first time, it's probably really good, to be honest with you. So I guess that's gonna be it for this installation of how I screw stuff up. So hopefully it's helping you. At least if you're gonna screw it up, don't be afraid to screw it up, just do it. Because if you pay someone to screw it up, it's gonna suck even more. Thanks for watching. Next time we'll have the whole rocker panel fiasco finished up. The 023 wire. What a difference. Brand new. Quick update on the engine transmission transfer case that we did in the last video. You're gonna want to go watch that if you haven't. This transmission is a 4L60E. It's got the removable bell housing with the top bolt, okay? I didn't have the flex plate yet, so I was kind of mocking this all up with anticipation of going in and calling them and ordering it. And once I called them on the phone, they said they don't offer it no more, probably because this 4L60 isn't the best setup for this conversion, which I understand, but you also have to understand why, which if you watch some YouTube videos on those transmissions, you will know why. There's an upgrade you can take. I mean, they're not set up for, the upgrade doesn't make them race car transmissions, but stock torque from this is 400 pounds per foot, and I think the upgrade is good for that. Anyways, they don't make the flex plate anymore because it wasn't a popular option. So I'm in the process of tracking down a one-piece 4L60. I don't know why, it still isn't a strong transmission, but they're readily available. There's a lot of them, and this isn't a mud bog or a race truck. This just could be driving around. So, and this has a fuel pin done to it and stuff, but I'm not driving it like a hot rod. So this setup will work fine for me. I got a line on one. I just got to go look at it. My buddy has it, and got to verify which tail end it has, which is probably going to be the 4-bolt back end, where the older adapters, which I have one for that transmission that will adapt it to your older style GM transmissions. Then I got to take this apart and verify that the torque converter
on the other transmission will bolt up to the flex plate that came in this kit. So moving forward though, that will be, it's likely that that's going to work, that the other setup will work on here.